Hello, and welcome to another English unit of the week. And today we're taking a look at the Erikoisrajajääkäri. We're just gonna call them Erics. Frankly, not a whole lot to say about these troops, as the translation of their title is Special Border Jäger. Essentially, you have regular Border Patrol Jäger troops who, well, as you might guess, patrol the border and make sure there are no border violations. The special troops is more of your special forces, anti-terrorist operation, when you really need the best of the best guys to come in and neutralize the situation. Especially in the English-speaking language where I was trying to do research, really couldn't find a whole lot, which isn't surprising considering they're a special forces unit. They like to keep pretty quiet about these things. In-game, the Erics are a 35-point recon infantry squad available to the Finns. You have 3 weapons. The first weapon is the Jati-matic, which is a rather obscure, forgotten weapon, which didn't really see that much actual service. Anyway, this obscure submachine gun has your pretty standard SMG profile, very good at CQC. Then you have a P-less rocket launchers with 6 shots, 700 meter range, 50% accuracy, 23 AP, and a nice 20 round a minute. And then you have an Igla in place of a machine gun, 4 of them to be exact, with range of helicopters of 2.5 kilometers against aircraft, 55% accuracy, 4 HE, and a 6-second reload time. A pretty healthy armament. You got good infantry CQC capabilities, the PLAS can deal with the vast majority of tanks. In game, any Igla can shoot down the vast majority of airborne units in-game. Pop down to miscellaneous stats, has no armor whatsoever, as such as Stooge, 10 HP, guys in the squad, very small size, very good optics, a speed of 30 kilometers off-road because they're bloody running all over the place, elite training, very good stealth, type restricted to motorized, airborne, and marine decks, and prototyped. So, in battle, NATO has the German Terminators, the Erikoisrajajääkäri 90. Red 4 has the Finnish Terminators, which are the Erikoisrajajääkäri. Yes, such an actual word. I don't know how the Finns even made up their language to begin with. Anyway, the Eriks is quite a different infantry squad compared to the Erikoisrajajääkäri 90 because it is a manpad elite infantry squad. So it goes into the small category of other troops such as the SAS and LSTR-40s. There's also FJBs, but we just use LSTR-40s now. It's not air-land battle anymore. And the Eriks is probably the best out of all of them. You see, compared to the SAS, which are a little bit cheaper, the equipment is not as great per se. It's just regular assault rifle. The Stinger and AT-4 are okay. I mean, the Stinger does do more damage. But, well, really, the SAS are more equipped for fighting in the Falklands, considering their year restriction. The LSTR-40s where things get a little bit interesting, as they do have, arguably, a better rocket launcher, better accuracy, better range, and slightly better AP, so the rate of fire it loses out on. However, it's not so much the offensive stats which makes the Eriks very good. Well, to a degree it is, arguably SMGs are much better in a CQC fight compared to an assault rifle carbine. It's due to the optics, as it comes in the recon tab, and the other 2 units only come in the infantry tab. So you got very good stealth and very good optics, making this an extremely good flanking unit. The other 2 units you can use this for real-line season, but the Eriks really takes it to a whole other level. Because if you place this back towards an enemy spawn or supply zone, you're going to have very good eyes on the entirety of the area. And with its diverse weapon loadout, you can theoretically kill every single unit in game. And quite effectively actually. The PLAS is very good for blowing up tanks. The Igla can be surprisingly pretty powerful, especially for all the veterancy bonuses that this unit gets. You have a pretty good shot of even shooting down aircraft coming out of spawn. And the Jati-matic for close range defense works pretty well in forests and town fights, which is the majority of fights you're going to be getting into as you're going to be evading enemy patrols. It also has pretty good availability. You get 2 cards of them with 4 per card. It's definitely one of the best recon units to be taken for either Finns all the Finn poles. And you also have a pretty good transport selection. You can just bring them up in cheap trucks, you can bring them up in fast transports with armament, as well as some pretty damn good helicopters. And just this entire profile of the transports, weapon loadout, the reconnaissance stats, definitely power creeps this into one of the best, I'd say, anti-everything infantry unit in game. These things are just absolute Terminators. I've seen replays and played in matches where Eriks have managed to hold off against sometimes a platoon worth of regular rifle troops, blow-ups with the heavy tanks, destroy F-18s coming out to spawner, American runs that is, and honestly just causing a whole lot of havoc for just 35 points. These are definitely, I'd say, a must-take whenever you can. It's just even one card of these guys can cause a whole lot of damage in the enemy rear. And well, I'm going to leave it off at that. This has been another Angry Unit of the Week. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. And as usual, please just take it easy.